Would you just look at the lonely table? Mm. If only we had a recipe for biscuits and gravy. I do. It's top secret though, so don't share anybody. Well, bam! Here it is. We're gonna make that. Is there anything better on the planet? I don't think so. So today I'm going to give up my top secret sausage gravy recipe. I guess I'm kind of known for it. People tend to like it a lot, and they're always asking me, how do you make it? So I'm fixing to show you. Biscuits and gravy. I mean, what's better? I think absolutely nothing. So this is 1 pound of Jimmy Dean hot and spicy breakfast sausage. And to this, we are going to add a little bit of flavor, additional. Dehydrated onions. It's a secret. How much? Not a lot. Dehydrated onions, that's probably 1/8 of a teaspoon. Plus a few shakes. Dehydrated onion, a little bit goes a long way. Then we're going to add same amount garlic powder. And here's a big time secret. Sage. Same amount. Sage is another strong one. And then, shh, just don't tell anybody. Nutmeg. This one, just a few little sprinkles. What's going to happen is, as this cooks, and as what little bit of fat is in there renders out, it's going to plump up and hydrate those onions. And by putting the spices in now, it helps them bloom, but they won't burn. Next, a little bit of thyme. Exactly that much. There's no exact measurements when you're making gravy. You just go by taste. I'm also going to do a little pinch of black pepper. And there'll be more coming where that comes from. I'll see you when it's time for the next step. Next step, my sausage is already done. Don't drain it. There's very little fat in the bottom, but you need that. So the flour all depends on, if you stir it up and there's still, you can still see a little bit of oil at the bottom, then you need more flour. Or more fat, I should say. And you see how none of it's white? So that's a good sign too. So, I'm going to mix this up before we add our next secret ingredient. Are you ready for it? Beef bouillon powder. Again, this, a little bit, goes a long way. So that's all you need. So let's just mix that all around. See how it looks dry now in the bottom of the pan? So the only reason we're cooking this right now is to get the raw flour taste out of it. Next, milk. You can use cream. That's a hell of a lot of calories. So we're going to do milk, and you just do a little bit at a time. And this will get really thick really fast, depending on how much milk you put in. And it's easier to thin out than it is to thicken up. So, start out with a little bit of milk. Look how thick it's gotten. So I'm going to thin it out a little bit with a little bit more. And you just do this a little bit at a time until it's at the consistency you like. I don't like watery gravy, but you don't want thick that you can, you know, cut it with a knife and then pick up a piece with a fork either. That's nasty. And you also want it to come to a little bit of a boil. That's how you know it's as thick as it's going to get. Because if you like it like this and it's not boiling and you turn it off, you come back, it's going to be too thick. Which is not a problem. Opa! Which is not a problem because you can always thin it out with a little bit more. Oops. Alright, next ingredient. Paprika, whatever you want to say. I say paprika. Just a little bit. Gives it a little bit of color, a little bit of zing. That's getting nice. Doesn't that look good? Finally, this is parsley that I dried because it's from my garden. Boom. Just gives it a little bit of aesthetics and a little bit of that freshness. That goes good in gravy, especially this sausage gravy. Now, one thing you always do is taste. I say that's right on the money. Ah, scram! Check it out. Biscuits with my top secret gravy, some scrambled eggs, some grits casserole, and some fresh fruit because, you know, we're all about the health, huh? Anyway, hope you like it. Hope you try it. I hope you share this recipe with your friends. And I hope you subscribe to my channel.